right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nova Syndrome. My channel, it's me. I'm your host, Syndrome. And so we're going to check out all Tectone's videos on switching platforms or multi-streaming. All right, let's see what Techie has to say.
Or at least getting it to change its terms of service. Asmongold went to talk to Elon Musk in order to get the change on Twitter, and obviously, me wanting to help that, I started to multi-stream on Kick and Twitter to really hope bring some motion and bring more streamers to other platforms. Because when corporations fight, consumers win. A lot of things have happened over the past 48 hours. Let's get caught up on it.
Let me just say I'm so happy that people are using alternative media, which everybody should, to be honest. You know, check out Rumble, Kick, everything you can.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna love this channel, man.
The glorious downfall. You know, once again, we tried to warn them. We told these leftoids that their lopsided, politically targeted, censorious ways would eventually start to backfire on them, but they just wouldn't listen. No, they...
Ain't that the fucking truth, bro? Do not put your eggs in one basket, because they'll ban you so quick. So quick. Just for having a bad opinion. Alright, let's keep going.
They were operating with this naive view that they controlled the world of social media and media, and so they would be protected and only their political opponents would be finding themselves with a boot on their necks. But I kept saying either two things are going to happen. The censorship is going to switch direction as the culture shifts eventually. The Hassans of the world that are dealing in some, real despicable rhetoric are going to start becoming...
Alright, that's another person that's behind all this besides just the platforms itself is Hassan and his orbit of retards. All right, fuck that guy. He's a terrorist supporting idiot.
Becoming the target of the ADL and other organizations, which...
Yeah, I think the ADL cracking down on Hassan and Friends is going to be great for the platform. Yeah, because mainstream media covering the problem...
The ADL still sucks ass, though. Fuck them, too.
Things that Hassan is saying on a day-to-day basis to hundreds of thousands of people is obviously going to have a ripple effect on our society as well as the community of the entire fan base and player or community base, and it's just going to lead to a lot of things that are just not good generally. The other great thing about the whole Hassan and crew versus myself and Asmon and more Pegasus, Nuxtaku, Sensitive Society, Decoy Voice, just to name a few, is that one side is lying constantly, and if you look into anything they're saying, you'll understand how false everything is, and the other side is merely telling the truth. And it is quite insane how much these people have to rely on fallacy because they understand their arguments are not rooted in reality whatsoever.
Which is already happening. There's currently an adpocalypse happening at Twitch right now.
Yep.
And I also have been saying...
Ads are down around 80%. It is fucking terrible.
Yep, and YouTube had that not long ago, and now it's coming to Twitter. Twitch.
Years that eventually these platforms are going to start dying as alternatives continue to pop up. What's known as the concept of a parallel economy. And well, that's another thing that's been also happening. Twitch.tv used to be the only video game streaming website. Now,
speaking of parallel economies, man, y'all should check out Public Square and buy from any alternative place you can, particularly American-made stuff.
Nowadays, they have a whole lot of competition, and well...
And competition breeds success. Once again, when corporations fight, consumers win.
Slowly but surely, day by day, Twitch.tv is losing market share. It's been pretty devastating for the website, but today...
A couple of interesting metrics. Twitch used to be the #1 gaming website on the entire platform. It's already losing to YouTube by a factor of 500%. I believe it's...
Oh, damn. Losing to YouTube, and YouTube sucks at a lot of that stuff as far as streaming goes and stuff, but still, don't put your eggs in one basket. Stream on everything you can.
It's also losing to TikTok. Kick, which 2 years ago was 1%
Woo, go
of Twitch's
Kick.
active user base is now 26% of Twitch's active user base. And that is a staggering number, Kick is growing dramatically, and Twitch, believe it or not, is down about 8%.
Well, this might be the most devastating day in Twitch history, as some of the biggest streamers on the platform are now planning to collectively start multi-streaming on X and eventually switching to X entirely because they're done with the lopsided censorship and double standards. Left-wing cancel culture is backfiring in spectacular fashion. Let me show you guys exactly.
I mean, let's be real, man. I mean, the wokies, they're fucking losing, guys. I mean, I'll be real. Like, did you guys see the fucking...
They are losing. The more right-leaning, old-school liberal people are starting to win out over this fucking cancel culture bullshit.
The pride flags at Walmart, Target, and Starbucks go up this year? No, they didn't. First time in, I believe, 13 years, those did not go up. Things are changing very quickly. And that's just the start, right?
Exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so just like I said, Twitch.tv is now in some serious trouble. Some of their top streamers, you know, the ones who can act.
And the reason why that's a big deal is to once again confirm corporations never gave a fuck about Pride Month. They did not care. They did not fucking care. They did that because they knew it would give the brainless more of an incentive to purchase their products. Because
corpos don't give a shit about nobody. Not just Pride. Nobody.
The people who are easily deceived actually thinks that a fucking corporation gives a fuck about their cause. All this shit is deception. They just pander to you to try to get your fucking money. And that's it. Like, that's it.
Reach it,
like,
brother.
straight up. And the more you become aware that corporations do not give a fuck about you, the better off you'll be. Approach everything with skepticism.
Exactly.
Actually move the needle are now threatening to multi-stream on X with the ambition of eventually moving over to Elon Musk's X platform as the streaming arm of X slowly starts to build out. Take a look at this.
And probably clarify that you aren't multi-streaming tomorrow. No, I'm not. I won't be doing it tomorrow, but I'll be doing it very soon after that. Maybe the day after that, right?
King
So
himself.
like it's coming up very, very soon. And obviously Tectone has started multi-streaming. I think that when I do it and other people that are around me do it, it's going to create a, you know, kind of a, you know, there's going to be a lot.
It's already working. Everybody's doing it. Even little known streamers and, like, you know, smaller VTubers, they're all multi-streaming, especially on Kick and YouTube. They should also do Rumble too, to be honest.
A lot of people doing it, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people, and trust me, this is just the beginning. I also want to let you guys know that viewership might go down on Twitch and YouTube over the next couple months, but after that, oh man, when the net is cast out that wide, the rewards are going to be insane. So it's pretty much only a matter of time until things start picking up rapidly.
S-Fan too.
And if you want proof of that, let me just show you what casting the net.
Speaking of which, I am surprised that Bezos has let this go on for as long as he has, especially since he's trying to appear like he's on Trump's side during the inauguration and all that bullshit.
As wide as possible has done for my YouTube. It took a hit for a little bit, but here is essentially the transformation that my YouTube had. Well, you know, I can just show this. I'm going to peel back the curtain a little bit. So from outreaching my normal content and uploading as much as possible.
Damn, look at those numbers. Ooh. Let's get me there.
Possible, as well as starting to stream on YouTube. We are now up 8 million more views than I usually get. 1.8 million more watch time than I usually get. We're up 45% more subs than I usually get, as well as up $40,000 more than I usually get, which is insane. And we're currently on an uptick. We are currently at the peak of how successful I've been with almost 1 million views garnered just today, with 1.7 million views being garnered over the past 48 hours.
Let's go.
We are really going to heights unseen, and that's because those who put all their eggs in their one basket will get punished. 5 videos every day, streaming on every single platform, covering as many topics as we possibly can. This is the future of content creation, and the earlier content creators adapt this, the better off they're going to be.
Yeah, well, S-Fan's been doing it, to be fair. And we're going to talk about, like, S-Fan, actually, maybe I could have S-Fan, like, I wonder if S-Fan probably want to meet Elon, if we can get in a call. Because, like, S-Fan's been streaming on Twitter for a while, and that could be interesting, right? That could be really funny. Anyway.
Dude, S-Fan and Asman talking to Elon on call would be fucking hilarious. That would be an insane stream.
Tectone say he's willing to, what do you call it? He's willing to wait and see, but if your stream Twitter went great, he's going to do it too. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I mean, I can get everybody involved. Like, I've had a few people message me. Like, right now, like, I have, like, in my mind, like, a 3-stage or 4-stage plan on, like, how I would approach solving it. How is that going to fit together? Like, or do they want to have a content budget? Like, that's all things I need to figure out with them, if they even...
Asmongold's already solving a lot of our problems here, because he's become the biggest streamer, man. You notice after he did it, everybody else did it.
I would like to say I'm not going to wait and see if Twitter is going to do well for ads before doing it. I'm already streaming on Twitter. I don't really need to see any of that. If one of my homies is trying to make change, I will always be there to try to assist them in any way.
Why not?
Do it, right? If how much they want to commit to it, how much money they want to put into it.
This is bad. I mean, this is really, well, it's good, but it's bad for Twitch. It's bad for the left-wing censorious freaks, because for years, Twitch has essentially operated as the only streaming website. And so they were able to squash dissent like a bug. Any streamer who dared question the woke...
I don't know, Kika's always been alright.
Establishment, any content creator who didn't bow to the latest leftist orthodoxy essentially got the axe, usually hit with the typical vague nonsense violation. Ooh, you spread misinformation. Ooh, you spread hate speech. Meanwhile, the most vile, hate-filled leftist commentators basically got a free pass because their politics aligned with the Twitch overlords, and while people are now done with that double standard.
And this is why I'm glad I got banned, because it was kind of like I was a martyr.
I love that episode of
video game where, you know, I lost like $20,000 in a video game, and you know, I saved this game's weapon system. I'm not even gonna say the name of the game. It's Genshin Impact, regardless. They call me Gotcha Jesus, and now I'm being called Twitch Jesus because I got banned for 2 weeks to essentially demonstrate the hypocrisy of Twitch's infrastructure. Which,
by the way, him and Asmongold's the one that got me on the Honkai Star Rail. I love that game. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about it. Call me retarded for loving it. I just do.
We are going to pick and choose who we're going to ban. One guy who called one girl fat, or one girl who said that all American soldiers get PTSD, and another guy who said America deserves 9/11, who said that the Houthi terrorists deserve a Nobel Peace Prize, the guy who interviewed a Houthi terrorist on stream, the guy who called a police on his ex-girlfriend to harass her, you know, and like,
and they just report, and then he read the in support for the it just happened.
Yeah, and it's like, who are we gonna ban here? Ooh, the guy who said fat. Okay, yeah. And then I died for everyone's sins. I know, it's insane. Remember me as a hero, guys. Remember me as a hero. But you know what's crazy? He rose again. Hassan did get banned 2 days ago now. Hopefully it doesn't immersion break anybody who's watching this live, whenever this goes live.
He's already unbanned.
Yeah, he's unbanned. He had to ban after 1 day for reading a terrorist manifesto. Yet he gets banned for reading a terrorist manifesto, but he didn't get banned for supporting and promoting terrorists.
It was only a matter of time until the big streamers got fed up. You know, this issue has been ongoing for years at this.
He said I'm a big streamer. His words, not mine. Big day for
you
the
are,
unemployed.
Techie.
Guys, we made it.
This point, but for the most part, it's been small streamers who've received permanent bans, have been exiled from these platforms, and in a lot of cases, you know, it just kind of flew under the radar or was a topic of discussion for a couple days, then people kind of moved on. But now it's the fat cats who are pissed. It's the top creators. I mean, Asmongold is a freaking superstar. He's like the
bro is literally Twitch's #1 streamer. Actually insane.
biggest guy on the platform.
What
Outside of the
Twitch? They
brain
about to
rot
die.
content, you know, with characters like Kai Cenat and whatnot. In the world of culture and commentary, the content on their platform that has some actual intellectual substance in that world, Asmongold is basically king. And now you've got him partnering up with other massive streamers on the platform, basically threatening Twitch and saying, you know what? We're gonna go team up with Elon Musk and build from the ground up on his platform. It was only a matter of time until somebody with serious, significant influence said, you know what? I'm done with this crap. And well, it seems as though it's finally.
That's good, because like I said, everybody should be looking to move to alternative tech that won't ban you over nonsense. They'll ban you only for illegal stuff, which is how it should work.
Happening. The left-wing censors no longer hold a monopoly, and now there's growing options. There's more and more options day by day, with X, of course, being the most significant of options. I mean, it's just incredible how the online landscape has changed since Elon Musk bought Twitter and renamed it or rebranded it as X, the online free speech platform. And it's funny because the narrative for so long was that Elon Musk is gonna run Twitter into the ground. He's a horrible businessman. Yada, yada, yada. But what's
Well, that was
actually
wrong,
happened?
wasn't it?
Elon Musk slashed 90% of the jobs at Twitter, cutting upfront costs significantly while still maintaining the current services and even expanding beyond.
And he fired all the useless fucking people who worked there that sat around and drank wine all day on the fucking rooftop. Boy.
X is now the fastest growing platform in terms of culture. There's all kinds of different ways.
I can tell that X is currently the hottest growing platform right now because when I open X, it takes me like 6 hours to get off my phone. It's so bad. But I don't think I've ever been more informed in my entire life. And here's what I do. I go to all of the trending shit, and then I say, okay, so this is what people are saying about it. Okay.
It's really like the only platform, bro. Like, nobody's trying to be on that blue sky shit. Nobody wants to do Facebook anymore. It's a AI hellscape. So
now what's actually happening? And then I look into what people are saying and what people said.
Zuckerberg
happened,
should also quit pushing
and I
threads.
actually go to government sources and unbiased sources. And I'm like, oh, okay. So everybody's pushing lies based off of fake information. Great. It's crazy how if you approach everything with skepticism, how different your worldview will be of the earth.
For creators to monetize, which has likely added billions of dollars in new revenue. They've swiftly implemented Grok, which has become one of the best large language models out there. And now Elon Musk is partnering with some of the biggest streamers to tackle Twitch's
as a first-time Grok user today, that's just revolutionary, bro.
Monopoly on streaming, and then eventually X turning into the everything app with payment processing.
There's no such thing as an unbiased source. Yeah, of course. I mean, like as unbiased as you can possibly get, right? Where like they report the facts, they do put their own opinion by it, but you don't get influenced by it. Getting a true unbiased.
Find somewhere that tells you the facts first of the news and then gives their political opinion on it.
Source is always pretty much impossible.
And all kinds of different services. I mean, you name it. Yeah, this is what I call winning. They told you Elon Musk was gonna lose. He was sure to lose. The company was gonna go bankrupt. He overpaid for it. It's worth nothing now. He's running it into the ground. But instead, he is winning. X is winning. And the most important thing, or the real story, freedom is winning. It was inevitable. The platform that's allowing ideas to flourish, that's allowing people to engage in cultural and philosophical and scientific debate, the platform that's allowing both sides to exist without putting their thumb on the scale, the platform that's allowing freedom of thought and speech is winning. And that was at the core of our warning. The censors and the bad actors, in the end, were never going to win. But freedom always does. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did.
This is a great change. I cannot tell you how many streamers I'm about to bring to other platforms. It's going to be fucking nuts. And I'm very excited to see the long-term effects of this. I also have something that I cannot disclose on stream, unfortunately.
Ooh, juicy.
But if any streamers are interested, you should definitely DM me. I can definitely hook y'all the fuck up with something that I now have the power to do, which is great.
Once I get
so
enough
if
people,
anybody wants to DM me, do it. And yeah, let's get the multi-streaming, boys. Competition.
All right, that was the end of that video. My thoughts on it are the same as the beginning, man. Go to alt tech. Do not hang around these places like Twitch, and really YouTube. I mean, you can get plenty of viewers over at Rumble. Till the next one.